Welcome to Learning Math Skills with Kashyap with a new lecture with a new video. So today this is the fourth lecture of your topic angles in geometrical figures. As you're looking at the board, there are different geometrical shapes are drawn and different angles are marked. In these angles, from these angles, some angles are unknown which we have to find. In the previous lectures, you will learn about the angle, what is angle, what are the different types of an angle, what is an angle of a straight line, what is a complete angle at one point, what are the triangles, what are the different types of triangles with respect to their sides and with respect to their angles. Total we have 6 types of triangles. Then in next lecture, in third lecture, you learn about the quadrilaterals. What are the quadrilaterals? What are the different shapes of quadrilaterals and what are their properties? And like square, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, kite and rhombus. These are the different quadrilateral shapes. So now we will solve these questions. I draw these questions from your workbook. Today we will solve your questions from your workbook. Okay, so I draw these questions. In these questions, different angles are given to you and you have to find the unknown angles, keeping in your mind the properties of these shapes. So I will revise the properties of these shapes which each questions where we required. So let's start. Let's start doing first question. So what is this first question? It's a straight line. Okay, so what is the property of straight line? What is the angle of a straight line? Angle of a straight line is always is equal to 180 degree. Keep this in your mind. Second thing you have to mind that sum of interior angle of a triangle is always is equal to 180 degree. Third thing, in a parallelogram, the sum of adjacent angles of a parallelogram always is equal to 180, right? So 180 is very important by solving these questions. Sum of all 4 interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So let's start. This is your straight line. So what is the angle of a straight line? Angle of a straight line is 180 degree. So how many angles we have? This angle is 46, right? This angle is, it's a special angle, as you know, we know it, that is a right angle and that is the angle of 90 degree. Then this angle is of 24 and you have to find the unknown angle, that is P. That's looks very easy question. How? Because the sum of all 1 2 3 4 angles must be equal to 180. So how can you solve? You will make an equation P plus 24 plus 90 degree plus 46 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. Now simply what will you do? You will add all these sums and you will subtract from 180. That will be your answer. So can you add up these angles? 90 plus 46, what will be your answer? That is 136, and 136 plus 124, you will get 160. So it means 180 degree minus 160 degree, we will get 20 degree. So our P angle is 20 degree. And what property we use? We use that angle of a straight line is equal to 180 degree. Okay, now come to the next question, that is the second question. Okay, here we can use the different properties. You know, angle at a sum of angle of a point is 360. Angle of a straight line, that is 180 degree, and vertical opposite angles are equal. What is vertical opposite angles? Like this, if we have these two intersecting lines, the vertical angles means this angle is equal to this angle. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Similarly, angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So here we have the vertical angles. Angle Q is equal to angle this type of angle, that is a vertical angle, right? Q is equal to this angle which I drawn by this highlighter orange color, and this angle is equal to this angle. So now this angle is given to you, the sum of these two angles, that is equal to 135, right? So what will be this angle? This angle is of 90 degree. So how can you find the O? Similarly, we use the angle of a straight line is equal to 180. So what will be equation here? That is angle O plus 90 degree plus this angle is unknown. So how can you find this angle unknown? What is angle from here till here? That is given, that is 135, and this is your right angle, means 90 degree. So what will be this angle? You will subtract 90 from 135. So what you get? You will get 45 degree, right? So now we have two known angles, 45 and 90 degree. So we will add 90 plus 45 is equal to 180 degree. Other thing you can also use, other method, that simply you will subtract from 135 from 180, because the sum of these two angles is all 135 is given to you. That's much easier, but this is the same thing. Other way you have to subtract 135 in both cases from the 180. So what you get your answer? You will get your answer, that is 45 degree, means angle O is equal to 45 degree. So now what is Q? What is Q? You have to find the unknown angle, that is Q. Now Q is equal to the angle of sum of O and this 90 degree, right? So 90 plus 45 is equal to, means angle Q is equal to 90 plus 45, and that is equal to 135. And what you write here? You will write here vertical opposite angle, right? So I hope you understand. Now come to the next question. Next question is here. So this is a triangle and you have to find the angle of S, that is unknown angle. These three lines shows that triangle ACD is equilateral triangle. So what is the property of equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle means they have the same angles, they have the same heights, same lengths. So what is the total sum of interior angle of a triangle? That is 180, as I told you. So if all angles are same, so what will be the each angle? Each angle is of 60 degree. Each angle is of 60 degree because these are the equilateral triangle. So this first we will find this angle, that is unknown angle. We name it ACB. The other way you can say BCA. So how can you find the angle BCA? Angle BCA. This is the right method to write an angle. BCA is equal to, what is the sum of straight line angles? That is 180. So we will subtract 60 from 180 degree. We will get our answer, that is 120 degree. It means angle ACB or BCA, that is 120 degree. So now it's easy to find the angle of S, because considering this triangle, in triangle ACB we have two angles known and third angle is unknown, and you know what is the sum of triangles, that is 180 degree. So angle S plus 120 plus 36, that is equal to 180 degree. So add up these two angles and we will subtract from 180. We will get our answer, means S is equal to 180 degree minus, add up these 120 and 36, what you get? You will get 156. So your answer is 24 degree, right? So till now you learn two things, we practice two things, that angle of a straight line is equal to 180, vertical angles are opposite or equal, and sum of a triangle angles of a triangle, interior angle is 180, and in equilateral triangle all angles of 60 degree. So now come here. Now these two line shows that this is a ABC triangle is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means if these two sides are same, it means these two angles are also same. This is your unknown angle, that is R. So it means this angle is also your unknown, and we name it also R. Means these two are equal angles. Why they are equal? Because these two sides are same, because this is an isosceles triangle, right? So first we will find this angle. How can you find this angle? First we name this angle BAC or CAB. कोई भी आप इसको नाम दे सकते हैं. I will solve this question here. We name it BAC, angle BAC. And as you know, vertex always come in the center. A is a vertex. So this is 88. What is the sum of these two angles? Simply that is 180. So by subtracting from 180, 88, we will get our answer. So what will be our answer? Our answer is 92 degree, right? Means we get this answer, that is 92 degree. And other angles we know they both are the unknown, but they are equal. So what is your equation? Simply your equation is R plus 92 is equal to the sum of angles of a triangle, that is 180. So what will we do? 92 we will move, that is 2R is equal to 180 minus 92. What will be your answer? Your answer is 88, right? So now it means 2R is 88, and when we divide by 2 we will get 44. Means these two angles, each angle is 44. R is equal to 44 degree. So this is also 44 degree, and this is also 44 degree. That is your unknown angle. So now come to the next question. What shape is this one? That is a parallelogram. So what is the property of parallelogram? The opposite angles are equal. The opposite angles are equal, means if it is 120, it will also be a 120. And what is the other property? Other property is that the sum of two angles on the same side, on the same line, must be equal to 180. So we require this angle. If it is 120, what will be this angle, right? So very easy. First we name it ECD, means angle ECD, that is equal to 180 minus 120 degree. So we will get our answer, that is 60 degree. Means this angle is 60 degree, right? So we get our answer, that is 60 degree, because I told you that these two sum of these two angles must be equal to 180. So now this is your right angle, angle of 90 degree, that is angle of 60 degree, and your unknown angle, that is your C, right? So sum of these three angles must be equal to 180. So angle C plus 60 degree plus 90 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. So angle C is equal to 180 degree minus 150 degree, that is equal to 30 degree. So clear? So now come to the next question. G, what is this? That is a rhombus. And what is the difference between square? This is your square, this is your rhombus. So what is the difference between square and rhombus? First we see what are the similar things. Similar things are the sides, all four sides are equal in square and rhombus. Opposite sides are parallel to each other. Same here, same here. The right in square, each angle is of right angle, each angle is of 90 degree. But in rhombus, they are not equal, right? So in this rhombus, we have to find the unknown angle, that is T. So how can you find the unknown angle? So first we have to find these two unknown angles, then we can find the angle of T, right? So how can you find these two unknown angles? These are the rhombus, the diagonals bisect each angle of rhombus. Bisect means divide into equal parts, means this is the 55, so this line is bisecting this angle. If it is 55, it will also be a 55 degree, right? Similarly, it is 35, so it will also be a 35, right? So what will be the sum of these two angles? Just it's a practice. We find the unknown answer. We have to find the angle of T. And what is the property of rhombus? That diagonals bisects the each angle. Bisect means dividing into two equal parts. Means if it is 55, it will also be a 55. It is 35, so it will be also a 35. And the other property is that where the diagonals are meet, they will make right angle. Means they are making right angles are here. Means this is an angle of 90, this is an angle of 90, this is an angle of 90, this is an angle of 90. Means they are perpendicular to each other, you can say in this way. Okay, now if we sum up these three angles, what we get? We get 180. So similar, it's no need to any calculation, simply that is 55, so T is also 55 degree. You can write your logic here, your reason here, that diagonal of a rhombus bisects a angle, so it means angle T is equal to angle 55. It's a very easy question. So come here, what shape is this one? That is trapezium. In trapezium we have one pair of parallel lines, right? The other two are not parallel. So these two signs shows this is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means this angle is equal to this angle, right? So how can you find X? So that is your 140 degree, right? We have to find two unknown angles, that is W and X. So first we will find W. What is here? 140. So sum of these two angles must be equal to 180. We do it again and again. So similarly, angle BEA, I write here angle BEA. How can you find? Simple, 180 minus 140, that is equal to 40 degree. Means this is your unknown angle, that is 40 degree. So how can you get this answer? This angle is also 40 degree. Why it is 40? Because these two are angles are same. Why? Because the two sides are same, as we did in this question, right? In isosceles triangles, two angles opposite to the two equal sides must be equal. So now it's easy to calculate angle W. How can you find the angle W? Angle W plus 40 is equal to 180. So we will add these two and we will subtract from 180. We will get our angle W, that is 180 minus 80 degree is equal to 100 degree. So angle W is equal to 100 degree. So now the other thing is that you have to find the angle X. How can you find the angle X? Now there we have two methods. One thing is that the sum of these two angles must be equal to 180. We find this angle. What is W? That is 100. So this angle B must be equal to 80 degree. This angle is 40, so it means X is equal to 40 degree. And other thing is that if I draw this line, these are your parallel lines and this is a transversal, so these are the corresponding angles, means angle X is equal to 40 degree, right? So I tell you two methods to find this angle. It's up to you in which you are finding easy. So come to the last question, that is what kind of shape is this one? That is a square. And what is the square property? Square has four equal sides and four equal right angles, means all angles are of 90 degree, right? So if this angle is 45, what will be this angle? It's understood that this angle, the interior angle of a triangle, is also 45 because the sum of these two angles must be equal to 90 degree. So now how can you find your y angle? It's now quite easy. The sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180. We are doing this thing again and again, is equal to 180 degree. So by adding these two we will get our answer, that is 125. So 180 degree minus 125. So what will be your answer? Your answer is 55 degree, means y is equal to 55 degree, right? So if y is 55, what will be the z angle? Very easy. What I told you, that each is a right angle, so it means for finding angle z we will subtract 55 from 90 degree. So by subtracting we will get our answer, that is 35 degree. So that's all for today. I hope you understand. Quite interesting chapter, and but for solving these and understanding these questions you have to know the basic properties of angles, triangles and quadrilaterals, and for these you have to see my previous lectures again and again and clear your concepts and the things which I told you, that sum of a line of a straight line is 180, angles in a triangle is equal to 180, opposite angles are same where their bisects meets. So these different properties you must learn and keep in your mind. For this you will see my lectures, previous lectures, and as well as you have to make reading from your textbook for these properties. So at the end, share, subscribe and like my channel. See you till next lecture. Bye.